When it comes to money, some possess them while others do not. A few have mastered handling money, but most are still in pursuit of it. Money might seem like mere digits, charts, and calculations. It's often viewed as a puzzle to be solved. This video draws inspiration from Morgan Housel's insightful book, The Psychology of Money. Let's explore the intriguing and human aspects of finances. Financial genetic code. Each of us hails from diverse generations, our parents having earned varying incomes and embraced different values. We've grown up in different corners of the world, entering life in contrasting economic landscapes with unique motivations and opportunities. Consider, for instance, the stock market and inflation. Those born in the 70s witnessed the S&P 500 surge nearly tenfold during their adolescent and early adult years, fostering a generally optimistic perception of the stock market and a stronger desire to invest. In contrast, individuals born in the 50s observed the stock market remaining relatively stagnant during their youth, resulting in a more pessimistic outlook on the stock market and a reduced inclination to invest. Individuals born in the 60s faced substantial inflation during their adolescent and early adult years, fostering a heightened awareness and a more critical perception of inflation and its consequences. In contrast, those born in the 1990s experienced relatively modest inflation in their lifetime, resulting in a reduced concern and awareness of its impacts. People base every financial decision on the knowledge available at that particular moment and the mental framework they've inherited from their parents, shaped by their distinctive life experiences. As Housel suggests, individuals engage in peculiar financial behaviors, yet no one is irrational. Our financial choices are rooted in our personal life encounters and the lens through which we view the world. The magic of compounding, earnings on earnings. Investments that accumulate over time not only grow based on the original sum, but also on the interest that accumulates on top of the initial investment. Let's take Warren Buffett as an example. He embarked on serious investing at the age of 10 and achieved a net worth of $1 million by the time he turned 30. Warren Buffett's financial triumph can be attributed to the solid financial foundation he established during his early years and his sustained commitment to it from a different angle. Warren Buffett stands as the wealthiest investor in history, but when it comes to average returns, he is never be underestimated. Negative thinking and finances. Positive thinking means having faith that, in the long run, the chances of a favorable outcome are on your side, despite facing occasional setbacks. Yet, when it concerns money, we tend to favor a gloomier outlook, a mindset we deeply cherish. Reflecting on the past, it's evident that things have generally gotten better over time. So, why do we tend to hold on to pessimism rather than embracing optimism? The reason is that positive outcomes require patience and don't materialize suddenly. Pessimism tends to surround the topic of money for several reasons. To begin, money holds significance for everyone. When news of economic trouble surfaces, it tends to capture our interest more readily. For instance, a swift 40% drop in the stock market over half a year is bound to grab immediate attention and might even trigger government intervention. In contrast, the gradual progression of a 140% increase over 6 years often escapes our notice. Each year, to be realistic, there's no need to adopt a pessimistic view. Despite setbacks, we can maintain the belief that as time goes on, the chances of a positive outcome are in our favor. When you tune into news featuring a stock market crash, economic difficulties, or other financial issues, try to keep in mind that things generally get better over time. The hidden key to joy. Many folks seek riches in hopes of finding joy. However, according to Housel, real happiness lies in being able to do what you love, when you want, with the people you cherish for as long as you desire. Some toil harder and lose command over their time as they grow wealthier. Research suggests that having power over your own life has a greater impact on well-being than your paycheck. Ultimately, having control over your time is the best reward that money can provide. Chasing money without valuing your time is like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it if you lack the freedom to savor your achievements. Distinguishing true wealth from being rich. It's crucial to grasp the distinction between being rich and being wealthy. Being rich relates to your current earnings and possessions, while wealth pertains to the money you have yet to use. Real wealth isn't visible. In truth, many people are spending more than they can afford and depending on debt to support their extravagant lifestyles. Wealth doesn't revolve around the cars you drive, the sparkling rings, or the houses you possess. It's tied to the financial resources you haven't yet utilized. Amassing wealth demands discipline and self-restraint. Society often conditions us to equate having money with spending it, but the genuine path to wealth, the sole way to attain wealth is by refraining from spending the money you already have. The genuine path to wealth lies in self-discipline, moderation, asset accumulation, and investments in your future. The true cost. Picture yourself ascending a mountain, aiming to reach the summit and savor the breathtaking view. You might encounter sunshine on that day, or perhaps rain. You can also lose your way or experience a fall, resulting in an injury. The true challenge of the climb isn't always evident until you're deeply involved in it. However, when it comes to investing in the stock market, many individuals believe they can sidestep uncertainty and risk and obtain something for nothing. People often employ various tactics and strategies to secure favorable market returns without investing the necessary effort. They may attempt to sell just before a market downturn or buy right before an upswing. For instance, consider aiming for an 11% annual return over 30 years to prepare for retirement. Between 1950 and 2019, the Dow Jones Industrial Average has historically yielded an approximate annual return of 11%. During those 69 years, there were certain numerous peaks and valleys in the market. Witnessing their investments fluctuate can be distressing for many individuals, which leads them to seek quick in-and-out strategies, avoiding the long-term costs of dealing with volatility and uncertainty. The cost of investment isn't just a matter of financial gains or losses. It involves embracing the emotions tied to volatility, fear, and risk. The true cost may not be immediately apparent, but it's a cost you must bear, similar to what you would pay for any other item. The crucial aspect is to persuade yourself that the market's fee is justifiable, like an entrance fee that's worth the expense. While there's no guarantee of it being worth it, if you view this fee as an investment rather than a penalty, you will be more likely to appreciate the experience. Once you identify the cost, be ready and willing to pay it. Understand the idea of knowing when you'd reach a point of enough. Get acquainted with the concept known as hedonic adaptation or the hedonic treadmill. It's a pattern where once you achieve a goal, you find yourself constantly shifting the goalpost farther ahead. Consider the cases of Bernie Madoff and Gupta, both extremely wealthy individuals who seemingly had it all. Yet they resulted to unlawful activities in pursuit of even more wealth because, in their minds, all the money in the world would have never sufficed. Striving for riches and achievement without a grasp of when to stop is akin to ascending an infinite ladder. Regardless of how far you climb, there is always another step to strive for, and this pursuit can consume your life, potentially resulting in a shortage of happiness and contentment. Do you aspire to be rich or wealthy? Are you ready to pay the cost of true wealth? Key us into your psychology of money by typing your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, click the like button, subscribe to The Wealthy Way, and turn on notifications to stay up to date with our latest uploads.